Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. We got a lot. It's 6:06. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Give us that proof of life check-in at 312-591-8300. Like Terrence did from Plainfield. Said, I'm here. I'm ready to go. I missed head-to-headlines yesterday, he mentioned, which we do every Wednesday at 8:20. Sorry to let Plainfield down yesterday. It was poor show planning on my part, where thought that we could actually get through the potato Mount Rushmore debate, the great debate, and still pull off head-to-headlines. So here's what we do. We don't just skip things and not go back to them. We are doing head-to-headlines today at 8:20. The funniest headlines of the week. We narrow it down, and you decide the content of the show, because he said, Terrence in Plainfield said that that's one of his favorite things is picking the content of the show. We pick it, but he likes to pick it on Wednesdays at 8:20.
Yeah, we'll get back to it. We had Potato Gate yesterday, so we were slammed.
Yeah, still going through all of the comments section, which we'll do again. We'll get a recap of the Mount Rushmore of potatoes, which certainly should go back to the podcast, listen to the entire 75-minute debate. But even sooner, in 6 minutes, a chance to get to Bonnaroo. That will be a VIP-style trip to Bonnaroo just 6 minutes away. That's your shot at that. In an hour at 7:10, we go to LCD Sound System tickets where you pick whichever show you go to. They're doing a residency at the Aragon. 4 shows.
That's fun.
4 shows. I was thinking about that when you do 4 shows there, and there's not many hotels in that area. Is LCD Sound System getting an Airbnb, or are they going to take the train up on the Red Line, that new beautiful Lawrence stop there, stay downtown every night? Because, bands come into town, they do one show, and then they're out. And then they go back to the hotel, they go to the airport, and they leave, or they get on a bus or whatever. LCD Sound System is kind of like living here for 4 or 5 days. Really probably like 6 days. They got to do a sound check. It's a pretty interesting situation,
I mean, I think they could have a driver bring them 15 minutes to a hotel, don't you?
I do. I guess maybe I'm overthinking it. I just thought that the point...
You're overthinking it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you think?
I guess...
You're acting like they have to take a chariot.
Well, that would be pretty badass if they pulled up in a chariot at the Aragon. I often think of things that are unnecessary and overthink them quite a bit, but what I'm saying is I'm concerned about LCD Sound System. Do they need some friends to hang out with while they're here? I don't think they know anybody here.
You don't think LCD Sound System knows anybody in the third biggest city in the country?
You want them to stay at your place?
Not stay at my place. Don't be reasonable. Case has the guest rooms for Case. Eventually, he's going to move in there in the guest room.
I think LCD Sound System's a much better hang than I am. Those guys are all insane in a complimentary way. I think you would have fun with them.
So, 25 years of coming to Chicago, I would think they have some friends here. But if they don't, if anybody knows the band, you guys are here for 6, maybe even 7 days with a 4-day residency.
You don't know how many days they're going to be here.
Right? I'm just saying I'm available to hang. And now Case has bumped himself from hanging out with me and them, I guess. Or would you hang out with me and them?
Well, if I'm going to hang out with LCD Sound System, I don't want you there.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think I sometimes just want space from you.
I think you just say stupid stuff like, how are you getting to the Aragon? Oh, there's no possible way you could stay nearby in the city of Chicago.
Well, there's no nearby hotels in that area. There's only Airbnbs or whatever. They could stay, again, a friend's house.
I think a 15-minute car ride would be fine.
Listen, we know that's not 15 minutes. Not from 15 minutes from downtown up there. With traffic, that's going to be at least 25.
They don't have to stay in the loop.
But let's see, the nearest hotel is the Zachary, probably at Wrigley Field, from Lawrence.
I bet that's
probably 10 to 15 minutes away.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I live down the street from the Aragon. We work at the NBC Tower. How long does it take to get to my apartment from here? Like 15 minutes. You just hop on Lakeshore.
If there's no traffic in the middle of the day.
And there never is.
But they're going to the Aragon for their show where they're all going to be all sold out. I'm just worried about them getting caught up in traffic. I'm just worried about their schedule, their itinerary.
I would worry less about LCD Sound System. I don't think LCD Sound System's worried.
That's what I'm afraid of. They're not where they might be late for these shows. They're not thinking.
Yeah,
rock stars are never late for their shows.
That's right.
Everyone's just gonna leave if they're not there on time.
And sorry to reference a book again, but their singer is this guy James Murphy, and in the book Meet Me in the Bathroom, which is all about the Strokes and Interpol and LCD Sound System and the Yeah Yeah Yeahs and their rise, he's the MVP of the book. He's interviewed a ton in it. He's a crazy person. I mean, there's a reason LCD Sound System has the success they've had because he's a crazy person. He'll figure it all out. Don't worry about him.
Well, now you got to give me more anxiety because he's really that crazy.
Yeah, he's kind of nuts.
And he's not going to make...
There's a few passages in that book where you go, wow, that guy I'm on a different plane of existence than him.
Well, I got a lot to worry about here coming up here, but you don't have to worry. In just 6 minutes, we're going to get you to Bonnaroo, LCD Sound System at 7:10 and Clash the Kenzie. You beat Kenzie in trivia, and you pick the night you go to. If they're going to be there, we'll figure it out.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for a fact that makes your brain go. And this goes to all of our childhoods, no matter what age range you're in. But it's the most liberating and exciting and pioneering thing that you did when you were a kid. And by kid, let's just say it's all under 18 years old or under. Let's just go with that range.
Okay.
We can go as high as 18. Might be a little bit high for this, but I'll just go as high as 18, depending on where you grew up.
The literal definition of a kid. Got it. All right, I follow.
Well, listen, 18, you can go to war. I don't call you a kid there.
I can't even buy, a freaking Coors Light, but I can go off to war.
I was waiting to see what beer you were going to reference there.
Fight for the country like a real man, Case. Get out there.
I know. I panicked. I couldn't think of a beer.
Coors Light's a good one. That's a good one. That's fine.
Oh, people seem to like it.
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain Cold or whatever they say.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I just pictured you saying something like Lowenbrow. I thought that would come up there in your brain.
Lowenbrow?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that.
You've never heard of Lowenbrow?
I don't think
No,
that.
and I drink. So
It's a
And
very
I drink.
it's a
I
very
think that's an important thing to note.
it's a very popular beer that's still around, I think. I mean, it
There's
used to be a
no
popular
way.
beer. Let's see, Lowenbrow.
I don't even see it when it comes up on Wikipedia.
What does that even mean? What's a Lowenbrow?
I feel like Lowenbrow
I don't know
has
how
a
to
good
spell it.
How do you think it's spelled?
Is it like with an apostrophe?
So it's got those. What's the thing? The two little dots that Motley Crue has above the U. They have those, and that's why they put it in
Oh, is
there.
it
By
like
the way,
German or something?
yeah, Munich. Yep, a German beer. Motley Crue even said behind the music they wanted to make Motley Crue look cooler, so they stole the Lowenbrow logo with the little dots above it. They didn't even know what it meant if that's supposed to be there.
Where did they put it? There's no U in there, is there?
Lowenbrow has a U at the end because it's Lowenbrau. The little dots are over the O and then the A.
I would not have spelled it like that.
You know what that is, though? Those two dots above letters? You know what that means? I don't know.
I know, it means German.
I don't know if it means German.
I really want to get to the facts, so I don't want to spend too much time on this. It would appear that production has greatly slowed on Lowenbrow in North America since 2002.
Real fast. Google what the two dots mean. While you have Google open.
By the way,
Because I'll have to launch Google. It'll take us a second.
Lowenbrow opened their brewery in 1383.
Shut up.
Right? 1300, the year 1383, they started serving beer. Yep. They've been around for 643 years.
There's no way.
There's way.
They may have invented the two dots.
Maybe. I don't know. We're not Googling the two dots on that case.
Well, no, I'm Googling what happened in the 1300s because I'm more curious about that.
How dare you? I want to know what the two... Brian, you Google that.
Okay, we will get to the fact, we promise you, because this kind of got us there. But two dots above you. An umlaut. It's called an umlaut.
I believe it's an umlaut.
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 That's what the song's about.
Umlaut.
Umlaut.
Yeah, that's what those are. Okay.
Black Plague going on in the 1300s.
I'd want a
And
Lowenbrow.
Lowenbrow.
Yeah. Can you imagine they say you got Black Plague? The good news is I've got some Lowenbrow in my backpack. The
There's
doctor
no
said.
way.
My
There's no way
backpack.
they came up with that recipe in the 1300s and it tastes good.
You know, I'm going to go to Benny's today and see if they still have some Lowenbrow on the shelves.
Now we don't have to get into this now.
Oh, is there a complicated legacy with Lowenbrow?
No. It's the topic I've been wanting to talk about on this show for 6 months about whether food tastes better now than it did in the past. Because Kenzie said there's no way beer in the 1300s tastes as good as beer now.
No
I
way.
have a whole thought process on this, but we'll table that for another day.
The problem is that things taste better than they do now, but not that far back.
Uh-huh.
Because there weren't like seasoning. They didn't have the cooking things we have. we hit a point where our food got more fake, but there was a peak, arguably when it was that peak, of most natural / most seasonings and most like innovative stuff.
Yeah, but in 1300s, I mean, you're talking about all organic. There was, all organic beer.
Organic in a way you don't want.
I don't know.
Organic in a dirty way.
Yeah. Caught it outside, did nothing to it, put it on top of fire.
Dirt beer sounds good.
Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like a rabbit with nothing on it. Like I took the skin off and put it on top of the fire.
I just thought, like, if we were able to time travel, and you had all the things you could go anywhere in the history of time, maybe Ford's Theater and seeing the tragic assassination of Abraham Lincoln to see in person.
To see it, not to stop it?
Well, I'd watch it and maybe I'd go, maybe I'd go get some popcorn and forgot it's going to happen. Because
That's crazy to go back to Ford's Theater just to watch it happen.
well, I'd probably forget because I'd want to taste foods from the past. Maybe popcorn in the 1800s was really good
That
around
makes
the
you
Civil
sound
War.
like a Southern sympathizer. That's crazy.
No. I don't want to change the course of history. That could be really bad.
Can we talk about the fact that this beer was around before the Renaissance?
Well, yeah.
That's
I mean,
weird. You don't think that's weird? We're not doing anything from before the Renaissance. Not one thing.
drinking beer.
Points to Brian.
Yeah, Lowenbrow. All right, so we'll bring some Lowenbrow in tomorrow, and we'll drink it on the air and see what's going on with that. In the meantime, that was a lot of facts right there, but there is another fact I wanted to get to. The fact that makes your brain go, the adventurous times of your youth. There's something that I think we all did, everybody listening, and, Kenzie and Case. I know I did, and it's gone now. Whether you're not being allowed to do it or youth today doesn't want to do it at all anyway. What do you think that could be, Kenzie?
I think teen drinking's down.
We're just talking about beer for 10 minutes.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't think people go, I remember specifically my dad talking about drinking when he was 12. Like, my dad's been drinking forever, and I don't think people do that necessarily anymore.
Well, me and your dad, I started drinking at 13.
Yeah, so I always thought that was a little, he didn't have the best childhood tracks, but I just don't think you see that as much anymore. Like, I look at my son's almost 12, and the amount of innocence, I feel like kids almost have more innocence, if that makes sense.
Yeah, or just, like you said, lack of interest maybe, just they don't care about, my goal was to get a beer at 13 years old. I was to go.
You know how they always are like, kids want to grow up so fast. I feel like they've become less, I think they've taken advice and they've become less interested in growing up.
Yeah, stay young.
I feel like kids are just so much more innocent. I feel like it's taking them longer to get into actual relationships. Like, they may like somebody or have a super crush, but I feel like I see less dating. Like, I have a niece who's 13, and she's like, the idea of liking boys is almost weird to her. I'm like, I had 5 boyfriends by that. I feel like I'm seeing a bigger innocence out of kids where I'm like, good for you guys. It's crazy to me.
I tried to get beer at 13. Kenzie tried to get boyfriends. Stack them all up.
I didn't try, baby.
Oh.
Not a problem. Wasn't an issue.
Safe to say it was harder for me to get a beer.
Yeah.
Case, what do you think it is? So the adventurous time of your youth, and it's either not being allowed anymore or kids aren't interested anymore, but it's really pretty much at zero now. And I think all of us did this when we were young.
My guess, I did not do, but I think most kids did, and that would be climbing trees. I don't see a lot of kids in trees anymore.
I don't see kids outside anymore. I don't know where.
That might be a you problem.
Well,
I think you just live in downtown Chicago.
Yeah, but when I went to your neighborhood to drop those flowers off for your birthday.
You didn't drop flowers off for my birthday.
Oh, balloons. The balloons.
You dropped off one balloon.
Well, they all took off on me. That's another story. That's on the podcast.
But let's not exaggerate how kind you were.
Very
You dropped
kind.
off a singular balloon because you missed the window of my birthday. You dropped it off 5 days after my birthday.
I don't think so. Wasn't it the day of?
No.
No.
Okay,
It wasn't.
besides that fact, driving through your neighborhood, I didn't see one kid out.
Maybe they were in school.
It could have been.
You drove after the show.
Are the kids, are they just littered outside, playing outside?
During the summer, yes, but they go to school.
Well, that's good to know. I mean,
So,
414.
what do you just open the door and let Harper outside in the morning?
Yeah, she goes out,
run
listen.
around till you get home.
It's a free, she's living a hippie lifestyle. She goes out, she can do whatever she wants. 414 checked in and said, goddamn soft woke kids.
Hank Hill on the text line?
All right, after My Chemical Romance, we'll tell you what kids that were going from 18 and under. I think all of us did, and it's not happening anymore, whether they don't want to or they're not allowed to. Coming up with the fact that makes your brain go. In 3 minutes, you can guess on the text line, 312-591-8300.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, the fact that makes your brain go. We're talking about the first time you could really be adventurous as a kid, and I think all of us did this, but it's gone away. We're talking about 18 and under. That might be a little bit high, but still around 18 and under. And I'm not sure if it's whether you're not allowed to do it anymore or kids just aren't interested anymore. Kenzie guessed, that teen drinking. She said that is completely over.
Teen drinking is very bad. Yo, I got a fake ID though.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I have the clean mix here, so I'm
I
not
would
sure.
stop pretty soon. By the second, I started to sweat.
Yeah, we're about 11 seconds in. That's usually when
I
something
would slow down. I said play the intro.
might get something for me that's not good. And Case guessed it is climbing trees. And George, the therapist, checked in and said,
We don't have a musical drop for that one.
No. My daughter loves to climb trees at the Elgin Sports Center.
That's fake, though. That's like skating at a skate park. That's not a real tree.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Is it indoor tree climbing? Is it like a trampoline
Yeah,
park?
that sounds fake. I'm not into that.
I don't know, like a real.
I gotta look this up. Where was it? Elgin Sports Center?
Yeah, it might be right near you.
I would imagine.
Well, it's pretty big, Elgin.
Might be.
There's a lot in Elgin. It's a big city.
Oh no, that's outdoor. So she's probably climbing real trees.
Okay, all right. I take that back.
Yeah, but is it also like a set-up tree climb? Like it's a safe tree? It's been set up to be safe.
I don't know. I'd imagine her siblings playing a sport on the open fields and she's climbing trees.
Yeah, but I'm saying is you climb a random just tree out there and it could break. That was the scariness. Or you could fall. That way, this sounds like it might have that rubber turf they now have in all the playgrounds around it.
Well, it does remind me. Actually, the last time I did see a kid truly climb a tree was when Tristan was so young that he was in like T-ball, which is both genders, right? They don't split up the genders immediately. So there was this one girl who obviously did not want to be there. She'd always like run the wrong direction. She'd build sandcastles when she was outfield. And one time a ball went in her direction and we're like, where is she? We realized she was gone and she was climbing a tree. She left the field.
Yeah.
I go, I don't think it's going to be her sport. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to level with you, Mom.
George has checked back in and said they're unsafe trees.
That's good. I
Which
like
is good
that.
to know. I'm glad your daughter's climbing unsafe trees there. That makes me feel better about society. Also, someone checked in and said rock fights that are an all-time low with this generation. Throwing rocks at each other. I used to do that.
I've never thrown a rock at anybody.
Oh, I used to whip rocks at
You
people.
wussy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you get rocks thrown at you?
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I really, you have to look at him and ask that. Look at him. He had a rock thrown at him.
Now, did you ever think, hey, someone just threw something that could hurt me. I should throw something back at them.
No, normally I was reeling from a concussion.
They got a good headshot in on
They
you.
nailed me. I was a very wide target.
What, you got a sniper out there with a rock throwing?
Yeah. It's
Look,
like Randy Johnson coming at me.
We want to give you the answer to this fact, but we talked so much about Lowenbrow, we're up against it for a second. So we'll come back here, and we'll let you know what it is, the answer to today's fact to make your brain go, of something adventurous. Keep guessing on the text line. Adventurous, it seems to be gone right now with this generation of kids under 18, whether they're not allowed to do it or whether they don't want to do it. We'll give you that answer coming up here in just about 6 minutes with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, coming up in sports, the Bulls did something with a trade that made it has to be one of the first times in history, in modern history of basketball. We'll give you that fact coming up here in just about 3 minutes, even though we've extended this fact for about 20 minutes. Listeners, pretty upset 2 full breaks without the answer to the fact that makes your brain
I
go.
blame Brian.
Well, also the conversation that we all had. We're all in this together, by the way, Kenzie. We're all in this together, whatever happens in each break. The Lowenbrow conversation about the 2 dots over the certain letters there. And the question is, something that kids used to do that was very adventurous, but whether they're not allowed to anymore or they just don't want to, they've lost interest, which seems to be even more probably some of the problem. They're not doing it anymore. Now, a lot of people checked in. Kenzie had guessed teen drinking. Case had guessed climbing trees. A lot of people checking in with different angles. Paulette, we talked about rock fights are an all-time low. Case said he had rocks thrown at him, which I'm very sorry you went through that.
Yeah, it's fine. I turned out okay.
Yeah, you did. You turned out just perfect.
Yeah, like a normal, well-adjusted guy.
Completely, really enjoyable,
Maybe they should have
likable.
thrown him a little harder.
I joked maybe a well-adjusted, normal guy. You joked likable.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're likable. You don't think you're likable?
I'm not sure if you're serious or not.
Well,
I like you.
Thanks.
How come my stuff never matters? You complain, no. You complain about not being invited to stuff, but I invite you to everything. You just don't show up. So you really only care about being invited to Brian's stuff. Then you're like, oh, Brian thinks I'm unlikable. I say, I like you. You're like, nah. I'm getting really sick of it.
yeah. Well, keep those vetoes handy. You might want to use one.
I veto Kate. Get him out of here.
Paulette checked in from 847. Speaking of rock throwing, she said, when I was young, me and the neighborhood kids would have one person stand with rocks. We would ride our bikes around and circle them, and then they would throw rocks at that person.
That's evil.
Now, one time, I threw a rock at my sister's bike. Rock bounced up, hit her in the mouth, broke her front tooth. Side note, she had just gotten her braces off that day before. That was the end of that game.
Kids are the worst.
It's amazing to think of these, they should. These kids just come up with some kind of torture method.
I know what we'll do today.
You get in the middle. We're going to throw rocks at you.
Play a board game. Good Lord.
Ben checked in with a lot of detail as well. Roman candle fights.
Oh, my God.
We used to have bottle rocket fights, he says, in the forest. We would take a piece of conduit and bend it in the shape of a gun, like a bow rocket, put it inside the pipe, and then shoot them at each other.
My God. As I always say, it's amazing that anybody is alive.
One of my brothers and I. So we got left. It blows my mind, but we were always left home alone in the summer. Like we didn't have childcare, and I would say starting around third grade, I was home all summer alone with my brother. And we would do this thing where when the other wasn't looking, we'd spray their food with some type of chemical cleaner. So when they'd come back and they tasted it, would taste it, but they'd always end up eating like a Windex or a Clorox. But we'd ruin each other's food with chemicals.
Patient zero of the zombie apocalypse
Not
right there.
good.
Unreal.
Yep.
Looking back on it.
One more before we give you the answer. I know we stretched this out. Lou checked in and just said this. It's simple, very simple text. I used to shove grass in people's mouths.
I don't know if that's a game.
That's not really a game.
I
don't know how you win.
Well, I think she won.
She won.
Sounds like you won.
Okay, here it is. The fact that makes your brain go. And we thank you for sticking around the whole ride here, the journey to get here. This is things that kids used to do. That I think all of us did this. Very adventurous and not doing it anymore, whether not allowed or no interest anymore. And that is going or having a sleepover. A sleepover at houses. These have pretty much disappeared, as far as I can tell. Kenzie would know better because she has an 11-year-old.
Yeah, he doesn't really have sleepovers. I would rather pick my kids up very late. Like you can hang out with people late. Bad things happen at sleepovers, statistically, and it's just not my favorite. I don't think you need to necessarily be at anyone's house all night and wake up there in the morning. Well, just to get picked up early in the morning.
Yeah, but I would say some of the best times of my life were had at sleepovers.
Like what?
Like, for example, we thought we were pulling a fast one. My friends Steve and Mark, there was three of us. Okay, three of us.
I'm imagining the story in the 20s now.
Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. I said I was going over Steve's house.
Okay.
Steve said he was going over Mark's house.
Okay.
Mark said he was going over my house.
Okay.
And then we went drinking in the woods.
And that's the best moment of your life?
Oh, I wish I could go back there right now. It'd be so good. And the problem was that we didn't anticipate is one of the moms called the other mom and said, like, I can't remember. Are they having a good time over there?
Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, it was.
Where are my kids?
Where's everybody, huh? Boy, was the punishment not good.
Yeah,
Not good.
And now that kind of stuff's basically ruined because, like, my Ring doorbell will tell me if doors are open. So if my kid snuck out, like, I would know because I'd get an alert. Also, there's a GPS, like, on his, like Apple Watch and stuff. So I'd be like, you're not at the house you said you were at.
Yeah,
You can't get away with any of that stuff.
I get the safety features of that, but that sucks too. 'Cause you just can't
Does
disappear.
it suck?
Can't have beer in the woods anymore.
That I can't. My poor 11-year-old.
Kenzie, because Case doesn't drink. Do you want to go in the woods today and drink some beers?
No, that sounds like the end of my story.
Kenzie's Krimes
Sounds like
next
it'll
week.
be the last decision I ever make.
Hey, that's Kenzie's Krimes on Tuesday. Kenzie went in the woods with Brian to get some beers.
Hey, just for a good time.
It's weird. It's the Brian show now.
All right, well, there you go. There's the fact sleepovers, and you can let us know if they're gone in your world, but they seem to be gone overall, whether they're not allowed or whether kids just don't care and they want to stay in the room because you pretty much have everything you want in your room. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 Sports after Fallout Boy.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.